person. I love Arkansas history. My history love is very specific, but Emily Summers is presenting some Halloween images from the past that are so cool. And first of all, Emily, you are in your final semester, right, as a Master's of Public History student. So this is really cool. You're a graduate student for the Center for Arkansas History and Culture. So I should have followed in your career path. I think I would have loved that. I'm kind of jealous.
It certainly is a lot of fun. Very cool.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about these images. These are so neat.
Okay, so I'm just going to give a little background on Halloween first, and then we can jump into the images.
Okay, do that, yes.
Halloween first came to America in the 1800s with the mass Scottish and Irish immigration. So back then they did what was called guising, where children would dress up in costume or they would cross-dress, and then they would go door to door carrying lanterns that they carved out of turnips. And people would give them small cakes or fruit or coins. And so when they came to America in the 1800s, they brought this tradition with them. And so it started to spread across the nation in the 1900s and became mainstream by the 1930s.
Okay. That is really interesting because people have different ideas of what Halloween means or why it started or where it came from. So that is interesting.
So yeah, so the Scottish and Irish brought it over, and then we just kind of took it on and adapted it.
We've taken it on and we have made it even crazier and more extravagant, for sure.
Oh yes, but there's still some things that are still the same. And so like in our first photograph is from 1893. So this is over a century ago.
Yeah.
It has this ghost in the back corner. And it's just really fun because they made their costume out of a sheet. And that's still something that we still do today.
We still do that, yeah. We go to the costume store a lot too, but they didn't have the extravagant costume stores that pop up in the shopping centers. That is a really cool photo. What else do you have?
I have another photograph from 1910, and this one is from Fort Smith. And so again, you can see just like a range of costumes. However, these ones aren't very politically correct to our standards nowadays, because like some people are in blackface, other ones are in Native American garb. But there's some that are also cross-dressed, and so that goes back to the Scottish and Irish, where cross-dressing was a very popular thing to do while guising. So we're still doing it here in the early 1900s.
Yeah, it looks like they're having some kind of little Halloween party or get together there.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
And then we have another one from 1934. So this is when Halloween became mainstream in the United States. And this one is really fun because we have children from the Mitchell Children's Center, which was an orphanage here in Little Rock. And so they're just having fun with their homemade paper bag masks. And they're just trying to partake in trick-or-treating.
You can see the jack-o'-lantern that they carved as well. But yeah, the paper bag mask cracked me up. I love this. Okay, show us another photo. I love these.
Another photo is from 1950. And so this is Betty Gosnell with her child. And so they're looking at this really cute jack-o'-lantern. And Betty Gosnell was a famous poet from Monticello who did a lot of stuff with her churches and worked with the Girl Scouts. So she's a very like middle-class lifestyle kind of girl.
Yeah.
So you can see here that like Halloween is no longer like, you can see that it's mainstream because it's no longer just in those immigrant communities. It's now being practiced by the middle class.
Right. Okay. So this one is from the 50s. That is very cool. So this looks like it was her son's first Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Very neat. Okay. I love this next picture. They're like a costume contest or like some kind of costume party, and they are all decked out.
Oh, totally. This is from 1967. And this is Harvey Goodwin with one of his friends in a devil costume. And Harvey Goodwin was a Little Rock native, and he was a very famous female impersonator in both the United States and in Europe. So here he is in cross-dress. So once again, that 1800s tradition still being practiced. And then his friend in the devil costume, that was very popular in the 30s and is still popular today.
We're going to talk talk about, this is called Denison's Bogey Book from 1912?
Yes, it's from
My
1912. It was created by the Denison Company. For several decades, they created these books. And in it, they had all sorts of ideas for decorations and games, things you might have on your menu. This was one of the earliest ones that they produced. We think they started about 1909 producing these. And this was from a family here right in town that donated it to us. So it probably helped plan a party in Little Rock a century ago.
Goodness.
It's from Pauline Riker Hoitzel was the family that it was from. And we've got all sorts of different ideas from
You put all of this, like a 100, almost 110 years old. You put all of this to the test. So tell me.
We did. This is a shoe shaker. Now, they did this to promote their crepe paper stuff that they had. So this we just made with crepe paper streamers. And you would... little pieces that you could put skeletons on and spiders on.
I feel like I've seen like an older movie with something like that in it, where they're like, shoot, you know.
And of course, a witch's broom, kind of on the same concept with the streamers. And you can get, it's easier to get the streamers than other types of crepe paper, but you can also use just tissue paper if you are having trouble, but you can order older crepe paper.
Yeah.
And then here is a little
isn't that neat?
Of a pumpkin.
I feel like that's just a classic Halloween decoration. I don't know. I feel like I've seen these before, just using like movies or just old pictures that I've seen. So this is so neat to actually see it put together in real life. Oh, there you go.
Of course, the little glasses, pumpkin glasses.
That will cost you nothing. At Spirit Halloween, it costs you like $40. So also too, you know, people, can we download this book or buy a copy?
You can download this book. We've got it at the Arkansas State Archives on our website. And it's in our digital collections and our holiday collection. And this is also part of the Little Rock Big Museum Bash.
Oh, that's cute.
So, we have made a Facebook video that goes along with these decorations, kind of decorating the State Archives vault. And other organizations, other Division of Arkansas Heritage, museums, and other museums here in town have come together. And you can actually watch the videos, look for the keywords, and enter a contest to win a tablet.
I love that. Just to think back 110 years ago when the author that wrote this and put all of this together, to think that, you know, people in 2021 would still think that these are such neat ideas, such easy and creative ideas, and that now they can actually download digitally and learn all of this stuff instead of just something straight out of a book. So that's so neat. I love that. Thank you so much for bringing this today. And I'm going to have to get a copy of this myself.